44 News.
There are new details tonight about a workplace conduct complaint filed in mid-September against a Milton town employee. We briefly mentioned this last week. But as Local 44's Mike Hoey shows us, we now know who's named in it. And he joins us live from the newsroom. Mike?
Well, Lauren, Sheila Mooney is the former executive assistant to Milton Town Manager Don Turner Jr. She declined to be interviewed. However, since my initial coverage last week, she's provided me with documents showing that she filed the workplace complaint against Turner and that the Select Board's response is at the heart of a subsequent open meeting law complaint. Sheila Mooney wrote that last April, Milton Town Manager Don Turner Jr. wanted to reopen the town offices to the public in early May. Some Milton employees, unvaccinated against COVID-19 at the time, wanted a jab but hadn't been able to get one. Mooney wrote she was concerned those staffers might be exposed to the virus if Turner reopened the offices then. She alleged that both she and an unvaccinated male town employee told Turner as much and received different replies, which Mooney described as a double standard. In September, Mooney complained to the Milton Select Board that she resigned on April 30th, citing, in her words, Turner's, quote, unwillingness to put the health and safety of town employees first and his repeated public degradation of town employees, which created a hostile and toxic work environment. During the December 15th Select Board meeting, attorneys gave the town legal advice regarding Mooney's complaint in an executive session that lasted more than an hour.
The board discussed the matter in executive session but did not take any vote. And number two, there was no motion made after the executive session to make any determination or pursue any course of action.
Mooney believes otherwise. She wrote that the Select Board took a formal binding action in violation of Vermont's open meeting law. Mooney did not say what action that was or what basis she has to believe it was taken. 2 days later, Select Board Chair Darren Adams wrote to Mooney the board found Turner had not violated any law or town policy.
While the communication with Ms. Mooney may have resulted in a misimpression, I do not believe that any violation of the open meeting law occurred. We responded to Ms. Mooney as a courtesy.
Turner tells us, quote, I am aware of the complaint Sheila Mooney filed on September 15th, 2021. The Select Board had the complaint investigated and, based on the information received, elected to take no further action regarding the complaint. I wholeheartedly deny that any violation of law or town policy occurred. Thank you. Now, Lauren, the Milton Select Board's next meeting is this coming Tuesday. 2 of the agenda items are listed as an executive session if needed and possible action as a result of executive session if needed. There's no indication, though, if either of those are related to this. Live in the newsroom, Mike Hoey, Local 44 News.
Mike, the reward for information about Harmony Montgomery